Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Valorant Oceania Tour 2021 Stage 3 Open Qualifiers 1 Grand Finals. I'm Digitalcasts. Of course, joining me is Crash OBS, and it will be Order versus Wildcard Gaming tonight.
Yeah, Order versus Wildcard, pretty, I guess, a standard matchup we expect to see every single tournament, every single bracket. They've clashed, I mean, basically every recent finals, VOT, Stage 2, and ESL. So, a lot of recent history with these teams. Also, I guess whilst we're here and we're waiting for players to get into the lobby and whatnot, it's actually RDW's birthday today. So,
Indeed.
man's turning 21. He's getting old apparently. So happy birthday to him. And now, obviously, winning on your birthday would be quite nice. So we'll see if Wildcard will be able to pull through today.
Let's hope so. And so, yeah, everyone, happy birthday in the chat for RDW. He's 21. Gosh, he's younger than me. I don't know how that makes me feel, but whatever, it is what it is.
It's true.
So, without further ado, I'll check if the teams are ready and just go over the vetoes real quick, right? Wildcard bans Breeze, Order bans Split. Wildcard picks Haven, Order picks Bind, Ice, and the final map by Wildcard will be Icebox. But map 1, Haven, Order on defense.
Haven's an interesting one. They haven't really played this map too recently, I don't believe. But the last time they played, I believe Order won, but it went max rounds. Max rounds of regulation, so I'm surprised Wildcard are picking it up. I do believe they have a, I don't want to say interesting comp, but they have like a pretty, I guess you can consider it like a new meta standard comp type deal like that. So I'm pretty certain we're going to see no Jet coming out from them, which is going to be quite interesting because I'm assuming they want to put Autumn on Jet for the side of Order. Right. So already for this meta, we're going to be potentially seeing the different reads. There you go. So we're going to be seeing a double duelist setup coming out from the side of Order, and they're going to be having Autumn and Disco on their, well, I guess that's the Jet and the Raze respectively. Really standard stuff, sticking to what, like, I guess works for them. Tox is now on the Cypher though. So that's going to be the change that we're seeing for them. He normally plays the Killjoy there, but going to be onto the Cypher because Killjoy probably not in the best spot. As opposed to that Cypher. And for the side of Wildcard, we're going to be seeing a Jetless comp, which is something you generally see not in OC. And yeah, she did get a bit of a nerf. I still think she's really good. I think it's similar to like the Sage nerf, how people overreacted. Yeah. And then everyone just realized, oh, Sage is actually still really good, especially on maps like Split. I still think Jet's really good, but I guess if you can work a comp without Jet and you find success with it, I mean, power to you. She's definitely not an essential agent. She's just a really good agent. But yeah, pretty
still
almost
self-sufficient, like we always like to say. And yeah, it's nice to see RDW as well picking up the Cypher as opposed to Killjoy or Viper, because like we mentioned, you know, just Killjoy. Yeah, her utility, the timer, it's a bit of a kneecap as well to her efficiency, at least the holdout and deflect to an extent. So yeah, man. All right. Wildcard on the attack and Order on defense. I'll be honest, the last time they played on Haven, it was a really close game either way. In fact, I can't really say if any map is a team speciality, because all the maps that they've played on have been so close when both teams turn up.
Yeah. I want this to be 3 maps just for, you know, viewers. It's really good to see that there. Tox is going to be the solo C-side player. He's going to be backing off currently because the drone will be working its way up C long. Standard stuff from Wildcard looks like they're going to be going for a C execute here, so it's going to be the one to take contact.
Oh, nice execution. They run on with full util, and Tux, he's going to hide inside that smoke. Doesn't want to engage just yet. Play the 5-on-5 post line, I believe. Nice camera ping, and Tux is spraying through the smoke, a swirl. Oh no, the excellent tracking sonar skills of this boy takes down Tux. Wildcard, though, they can set up a post plant, and RDW taking the 4 HP. Okay, fast flanks from Order. Although,
I mean, you already know I like these retakes though. Maple's got a lot to do here. They are going to be pushing him though, but Disco may be able to find one along side here. Never mind, Swall's going to get the best of him, and there you go. RDW with one of his own. Texter 1-5.
Nice shot just to start things off, but look, 21 HP, and it's a triple crossfire from that angle.
Beautiful.
Yeah, that's one word to put it. Clean, beautiful, but Wildcard pistol round. Nice.
Yeah, they just identify that they probably have a well-rehearsed C-execute they've tried against some teams. You're like, all right, you know what, this works pretty well in scrims. Let's try it out in the official, see how it goes. Almost a flawless round. That's really well done. Yeah. RDW being the only one that goes down, it's not a big deal. It quite literally does not matter.
I really like the aggression as well post-plant. Yeah. Like 2 players there. It was pretty much 3 players at that point, pushing all the way into defender spawn.
I mean, they knew that because RDW held the flanking, you 2 are flanking, so the last 2 plays have to be towards that defender spawn location. So that's just a really good heads-up play. Probably a good call from Noz. RDW is going to be eating a nade at the start, down to 64, no heals to be provided.
Yeah, well, look, they do have a gun superiority for the time being, but Order, nice aggression down over towards mid here. A lot of them and frequent, maybe on. Oh, the triple pump again from Breach, the aftershock. Down goes Maple. Okay, nice over.
That's beautiful.
Util, and RDW still lurking around. I think he's in a prime position to pick up a few more kills. Oh, does take a bit of damage though, but this double swing. Yeah, they're gonna get a free gun probably. How's he still alive at this point? Spike's down on A.
What?
He's just running away.
He's put the boots on. He's getting out of there.
Ring around the Rosie at this point. In the last 3 players of order, they just want to confirm this kill at the very least. Get that single SMG off. RW, 1! That's good money! And he does get traded instantly. Good reflexes.
Well, he's died both rounds.
Yeah.
So, I mean, it doesn't really matter. To be honest, it quite literally shouldn't matter. Okay. Couple of whiff shots. Spectres at range, not really something you expect to be able to hit consistently. Nos might get caught off guard here. That's good from Disco. He's managed to get 2 kills in the round.
Indeed.
Remaining. Okay. Potentially be a third onto Infrequent. He's gonna probably box him in here.
I mean, this guy can get 1 more. It was close as well. Infrequent. He was 18 HP, and at that point, I maybe you could assume that Wildcard they're trying to farm a few more ult points because you know, especially with the 3.0, quite a few characters' ultimates are a lot more expensive nowadays. Yep. Especially Swirl on the Raze, 8 points, man, and
yeah, that's
honestly. In the past, like, week or something, we haven't seen much impact from Raze ultimates as a whole, I think.
2 8-point ultimates for each side as well. That's going to be something to be touched on in the Showstopper and the Hunter's Fury. Curious to see if that does actually have an impact on anything. We will find out eventually. Really heavy A default coming out for the side of Order. Looks like they've got a bit of a read coming through as there's a lot of A aggression, a lot of presence towards this A location to start off this round. Autumn's going to be rattling some shots up. Not going to be able to find anything just yet. They're just looking to take that sewers control. Tex is also going to be backing off. So they've managed to take A main control, A house control. This is going to be really good for Order, so they know they can just leave the player here, and Disco can potentially just fall back eventually, unless he decides to hold the line with Autumn. Just set up a nice crossfire.
Okay, Wildcard, obviously on the bonus buy, being really patient. Aldron out from Signed, who was actually ex-Order. Now, I just wonder how many strats, you know, he can leak. Nice sharp shot by Autumn, takes down Nod to start things off. Less flashes to deal with. Only a Paranoia left for Wildcard. That's a pretty good shot dart, but narrowly misses Autumn.
Could have potentially could have eaten that one. Just chipped down a little bit there. IDW might be the one to do things here. Tox is going to be holding the site by himself. Looks like it's going to come out onto C because it has worked previously for them. They probably just want to aim to get the spike down. He's going to be sitting on his camera here. They might look to trade camera locations. There you go. Yeah, so camera's going to get broken. Hits coming out to C Digital.
He heard the noise as well, and it's Paranoia. Nicely aimed. Tux is blinded. Although, nice side by Cage. Swirl probably has no idea. Oh, Swirl does get a trade back though. Up on a sneaky spot. Takes down Tux with a single SMG. He's done so much work. Numbers are equalized. Plant goes down. Although, the Raze Util may be able to do some damage here. Swirl for a third takes down Texter. You're joking. He's so low and he's just doing all the work. This is a bonus buy for Wildcard as well. Order, they need to win this.
Managed to get 3. How has Swirl done this? I'm actually kind of in awe here. They've all grouped up towards default as well. How's this happened?
Oh, nice 1-for-1 trade. That's all down to Disco. He's a sharp shooter. Oh, those almost like a lateral. Beautiful. They lined up, but Wildcard just had the faster trigger, the discipline, and Wildcard, they won their 3rd rounds. That was a crucial round there for Order.
Yeah, great double swing. Probably just 3-2-1'd it.
Yeah.
They just swing together. They almost lined up. That could have been potentially problematic, but it's good. They win that bonus round. And so with a pop-off 3K, he basically just won that round completely. He managed to get onto the site. Didn't get detected for a while. Managed to get 2 frags. And gets a 3rd one onto Disco.
I'm amazed that Tux, like, the one of the comms that, that Swirl was up top after that first kill. It was crazy. He should not have lived after the first.
Yeah, never. Quite amazing, actually. Just, that's what you want. I mean, that's the player that people expected Swirl to be. Just someone that completely disrupts the enemy team. Just goes in and gets frags. He's definitely living up to expectations now, so I'm keen to see a lot more of him in this game, especially in this series.
Okay. Just slow and patient play by Wildcard, expecting Order to be aggressive, which they are. They've taken A long control. Sewell's coming through as well. Full Sheriff buy, upgraded pistols in Order. It can do damage on these players. They're good enough. And as I say that, Autumn picks up by himself. Noz, instant execution.
Yeah, it's probably a little bit too quiet. Autumn wanted to try to force his way into the round. There's a nice shot from Maple. You'll also have to come out. That's going to confirm numbers. They might look to head C off of that, or they just tried to hold for a bit. Spike is going to get retrieved. Maple might be able to find something here.
A gun at the very least. Well, Disco, he's the lone player on A to hold it down for the time being. Okay, dodges the recon arrow, but then in his position, they can sort of just figure out where it is. Nice shot by Signs to lead the way. Now Order, they have a gun in their hands. 1 flanker, but 3v4 post-line.
Maple currently working on the flanks. That's going to be really good. Is that going to be a gravity ult? There it is. Gets infrequent into an uncomfortable position currently. Aftershock's going to get brought out. Maple has a rifle as well. They're overlooking his position.
He has to go huge here. Oh no, Maple spotted out 2 players and couldn't quite choose who to shoot. Sign takes him down. Sova be Sova. Order against the last 2 players. Texter does get 1, so it's 2 rifles gone for Wildcard, but then again, they've won 3 rounds back-to-back now. Their economy should be in a decent position. Tucks the last player standing, and he goes down to be expected. Very clean thus far.
Yeah. It's just... Yeah, I said it perfectly. It's just really clean. Wildcard, they're just playing as a team. That's all it is. They've got really good fundamentals, especially from that double swing during that post one on the C side. That kind of tells me that their comms are on point currently. They're playing as a team correctly. Fundamentals are looking good. 4 rounds as well on the attacking side of Haven to start things off. There is an operator purchase for Autumn, though, so this could potentially be an X factor going into this round. So pay attention to him. Showstoppers for each team, and there's also going to be a Rolling Thunder for the side of Noz, and infrequent also with the what is that? Actually, forgot what that is. From the Shadows, isn't it?
Yeah, From the Shadows. Although once again, you know, Omen Ultimate, it's very situational.
Yeah, it is a bit. It's still interesting to see that there are a bunch of pieces of util available.
Yes.
Curious to see if we do see potentially that Rolling Thunder to get deployed this round to get them onto one of the sites alongside the Showstopper. I'm still dancing around this drone.
I'm not so sure if I paid a lot of attention to this, but I don't really think both these teams are really going for orbs early on. I don't recall Wildcard getting to see long orb, especially since it's not sort of free.
It's easy. If you're a much better team, it's a lot easier to punish there. That's one of the things. I mean, you can just get spammed through it. That's one of the big issues with it. You can generally take it on the site take as well.
Yeah.
So if they do decide to execute C, I would not be surprised if Sign just dumps his dart onto the back of the site, and then they look to get him onto the orb.
Nice flash, especially the quicker travel time as well. Early Rolling Thunder. Oh my god, the buff. It clears the entirety of C's sites. Swirl pops the rocket. Does damage down Awesome just a little bit, but Awesome stuck his way into a site there. Only an operator. He has to get the one and done. Misses the shot. And Wildcard, they're just cleaning house right now. Order. I think you have to save this. If you go for this, it's going to be really risky. Although this guy can make a huge play. 1-for-1 trade. AC does go down. Down to Texter. 1v3. That Boombot will discover him real soon. Okay, they know he's on site now. Catches Noz running out. Spots the head of Swirl. He knows Swirl's there, right? Swirl, what are you doing, man? Get caught with your pants down. Texter, nice double! Okay. Single-handedly, he's making this possible. Pops the ultimate because they want to guarantee this round win. They can't allow Wildcard to get any more. Noz, you can't shoot through that. You have to peek. Texter goes going for the halfway, but the timing for Noz may work out. Nice fault line. Nice dodge. And Texter, 1v3. He isolated every single kill. Well played.
Never counting this man out in the clutch. He always seems to, or just kind of pops off anytime he's in a 1-on-3, 1-on-4, 1-on-2, whatever it is. He just makes the correct plays, a couple of missed shots from the side of Wildcard, but regardless, he got the Cosmic Divide available, just deployed it towards that C-long location. Noz is completely silenced off. Had no idea what was happening. Spike gets tapped. He's like, okay, I need a peek eventually. Waited for his Aftershock to come out, or his fault line to come out, but it just wasn't enough. Texter was off the line.
Just unbelievable. 1v3, and you know, if anything, Wildcard, we said how clean they were playing early on, but then that 1-on-3, everyone played separate from one another. That was just what happened there, guys. Okay, they have a strong economy. They still have 3 rounds up. Let's see what happens.
Still in the driver's seat. Autumn on that glass cannon currently, but Operator's on Operator, and he still has the knives available, so he's definitely got a lot of things he can do in this round, a lot of tools available to him. Almost a bit of a half-bought kit there, but you know, it's okay. They're just holding. They're not really pushing. They're just playing really slow, really safe.
So Noz, he has a flash aimed over towards mid, but there's no one really there to play off of it.
Operator confirmed. It's good. 400 credits. Confirms the operator towards A, so it looks like they're going to use that smoke to force him off the line, but they're not actually going to be going towards this A location, so they're going to be assuming that they might try to end A eventually. But he is going to be backing off the line. RDW potentially with the lurk here. Missed shots though. Maple will be able to find the frag. Tops. C-side Anki yet again. The execute is coming out on C.
Yeah, deja vu. Okay, they're starting to change things up a little bit now. They've stunned him, and Sword gets caught in the corner. Hunter's Fury's coming from Sign, and a trade back from Maple as well. This trade Hunter's Furies as Maple to take down infrequent 1-for-1. And it's Order who come out on top just barely though. Nice shot by Disco, and Wildcard they're falling one by one onto the site there. Nons is on the side by himself, but Order, extreme prejudice. They finished the round.
Hold on. That could have been a repeat scenario from the Sots game, the Sots Order game, where Order started a little bit slow. Well, slow start, I guess you can consider it to be. And then They took a cent from a pretty big deficit and then decided to win the whole series. So I guess they've just woken up, but today they've just woken up a lot earlier than last time.
Okay, so this is going to be slightly concerning because I thought that this may have been a more one-sided game early on, but this is surprisingly closer than I expected. Wildcard's economy is going to be at the edge of bankruptcy should they lose this round. Like, yeah, Infrequent, operator.
This is interesting. Infrequent was an operator or an oppa,
a jet player,
I guess.
a while ago.
Jet player and oppa. I still call it oppa. It just sounds better. It's what I'm used to, I guess. Ooh,
nice dodge for Tux.
So spotted the operator on the side of Infrequent. They gotta know it's gonna be positioned to seal on location. Tux knows he doesn't have to peek now. He can just hold the line, stay on his camera if he needs to. That's gonna basically confirm the operator in place. Swell might be able to break the camera here. He does see it. Breaks the camera. That's really good pressure being applied by Wildcard.
Once again, just a standstill for the time being. Both teams just trying to get some intel and bait out utility. That's $400 gone by Maple. Also, I just want to pick your brain, right? Do you think Tux, he's just always peeking that C long angle, jiggling back and forth just to sort of condition Wildcard to eventually say, you know, he always peeks it, so why can't we swing and take him down? And then the round they do, Autumn's playing there with an operator.
I don't even think it's that. Well, I mean, that's potentially an option that they can do. They just want to be able to bait it out. But at the same time, it's kind of like what Tex is doing here. He's just swinging the line. He loses nothing for doing it. If you go too wide, you will potentially get your head captated. But generally, that's not going to be the case. He's a pro player. They're just going to be able to swing these angles accordingly. Tex is the only A play. He's basically called that they may be looking towards going A here. Autumn's going to be able to come on the rotate as well. This operator is going to be in play alongside Tex's rifle.
Oh,
this shot to come out from Autumn, though. Tex is dancing in the smoke.
Tex has no util, and they just gun him down. Autumn can't really trade back. No sightlines whatsoever. Tagging the 42. Spike to go down, and Disco, oh, he's already made his way up over towards Heaven. Order the down player. Autumn's low, and Wildcard, this post plant is looking pretty strong as Disco does open up. 1-for-1 trade by Infrequent. There's the operator coming in clutch, and Autumn strikes right back. 2 players over towards Heaven. It's an interesting play to say the very least. Now, Maple has to sort of be the boots on the ground here. He can't afford to die. 3-on-3.
He's in a really good spot.
Blazer popped, but Autumn, that's so risky. They just trade back and forth. Signs, a little bit sloppy there, but confirms the kill. Awesome, 2 HP, last player standing. He has to go huge here. He's going for a chase up, and they just run away. Their time is ticking down. Autumn, they know exactly where he is, and Swirl with the run out swing. Wildcard, they secure another round back after losing 2.
The second Autumn is in the 1-on-2 situation, Side and Saw, they completely just run away. That's such a good call. I want to know who did that, because whoever did that is extremely switched on, because they know the second Autumn gets a kill in that 1-on-2 scenario, the round's actually winnable. If they just play back, play their lives, he has no time. He can't defuse the spike and kill both those players in time.
He has to run.
So what does he do?
Exactly.
He kind of suicides in his soul, because he knows he needs to get the kill. Swirl comes out the better, he just running guns because he knows Autumn's low HP. That's a really good call. It's those little things that might not be picked up on initially either, but those are the things that make or break these really good teams. It kind of shows a less experienced team from a really experienced team. I guess the real good brains behind these teams as well. Because that was a great call.
Play the objective.
Yes, exactly.
Especially when it's so tense. Okay, Wildcard. Now they are using that mid flash to come through. But once again, just playing really slow as Order have taken the A long control.
That's per usual, really. It's something they like to do quite a bit. It's really easy to do. You can invest just a couple of pieces of util and you take A long or take Sewers control.
Are they taking the Orb as well, though?
They probably... I'd like to assume they did. It would make the most sense. They have no reason not to. Let's hope so. So Noz is going to be picking up the spike here. He's one off the Rolling Thunder, so the idea is if he gets a spike down, he can just potentially hold the site in the end, use the Rolling Thunder to force him back during the retake. They know they're on pistols and Spectres. So I wouldn't be surprised if it... I mean, it shouldn't really get deployed here, though. Infrequent's getting tapping a couple of shots off there. Not going to be able to find anything. Hits coming out towards C.
Oh, man, that's just so clean. They dash onto the site and they execute 2 players. Headshots all the way. Interesting paint shot.
Oh, I love that. I love that. So,
you can talk
Noz got his Noz got his ultimate from the kill. So he's like, alright, sign, grab the spike.
Oh, right, pass it to him to charge it up.
Just,
yeah, 8 points.
It's little things like that.
Right. I thought really you were talking about the paint shot. I'm like, okay, I'm not too sure what that would cover.
I mean, yeah, no, that's a different story, really.
So Autumn has a Sheriff. He gets tagged down a little bit more. And Swirl, he's thirsty for this. That's so fast. Spots out Texter. What do you do, man? What do you do?
It's never done that.
He's turned on. He's turned on.
That kill. Yeah. That's what happens when Swirl's on fire. He's 11-4 currently. Got another showstopper available.
Yeah.
A little over halfway into this half. Definitely could potentially get a third one if he just deploys it here. It's really good.
Not to say anything bad about him, right? But I think in the past, for Wildcard, Swirl sometimes when he has a slower day, Wildcard, they tend to suffer a little bit because, you know, you're just missing a player to an extent at such a high level. But when he's performing up to standard and warmed up in a game like this today, off to a running start. Full confidence, dashing on, getting those entry frags, clearing space for his team, and that's his second ultimate. 8 points, by the way, in 8 rounds. Not too bad.
So difficult to take an Angel against him. He's just so sharp. What do you do?
Well,
so difficult.
You shift up your play. You go a little bit more aggressive, apply some aggro pressure. But Wildcard, holding steady the entire time.
Just playing smart. They know order the ones, or order the current ones in the back foot here, so they know they're the ones that can potentially make the mistake, because they need to force themselves into a couple more rounds, so they are currently down. They can't really be playing such a safe game plan. This is a nice little bait. Disco is going to be on the line, and Tex is going to be up in the close angle, so they do decide to fight Disco. They might not check these corners, but generally you'd expect the corners to be checked at a level like this. It just makes sense, really. Thought to come out, confirms ones towards this A-long position. Really slow round so far. It's already been 40, 50 seconds on the clock. Tick down.
Well, look, they just let the pressure boil, I suppose. Nice flash, and Texter uses his usual early. I do think that they are aware. That's signature order, you know, gravity well with a single paint shell this time doesn't pay off at all.
You're going to be grouping up towards C, though. That's where a bit of a true stack is. Tox has not played this position yet. Is this going to get overlooked? It does. A bit of a half-ass check. Tox managed to get one. Doesn't get the one onto Noz, though. Noz is going to be able to use the fault line here and potentially use the Rolling Thunder to get on side. Here it is.
Oh, that's so much coverage. Maple got stunned as well as Swirl pops that showstopper and runs right out. RDW on a bit of a lurk there. It takes down Autumn. Hero Theft as well. 3 ultimates invested just for Wildcard to take sight. Oh no! Disco popped the 8-point showstopper and gets shut down by Swirls' rockets. Order on the back foot again on the retake. They're so split up to an extent, and Wildcard playing far back. Nice discipline. Nos gets one. Nos puts up the second. He used that ultimate, and he's already 3 out of 7 charges again. Fantastic.
There you go. That's it. Just playing with confidence there. Nos, he's the low HP member, but he's, you know, he's just like, alright, 1 on 3, 2 on 3, I'll take the fight. I'll watch the line, I'm confident.
Goodness gracious. Wildcard, they're really starting to run away with this game a little bit. Up by 5 rounds. Economy, it was precarious a few rounds back, but they've brought it back completely. And Order back on another eco.
Well, this is Wildcard's pick, and they're definitely showing why this is the case. They have just a really solid game plan. This could potentially be a round that we need to consider. Okay. There's a heavy long stack. That will get broken at the start, though. They're going to be able to swing. If we go with one, so with another, though.
Okay, they do actually get a few kills, but Disco does get taken down. Swirl just so sharp right now. The instant reflexes. Although, Order, they've made this a little bit challenging for Wildcard. 2v3, look, it's doable with having Sheriffs and Spectres.
Wait, that's a really nice nade. Oh, I like that nade. I think it's so we can't do the shock dart lineups, or it's just for pressure. Either or. Maybe I'm reading a little bit too much into it, but I'd like to assume it was for the shock dart lineups. If so, that's a really nice. It's just really nice.
Order, they've walked onto the side. It doesn't matter because Wildcard, they just clean up completely, mopping the floor right now. Oh my goodness, 8-2 Crash. I
don't think the From the Shadows has been used very frequent yet. He hasn't really had a reason to.
No.
So you can't really fault him. Yeah, you can't fault him. It's one of those ultimates that I remember early on you could do something like, oh, smoke Heaven and smoke Defender spawn on A, and then just TP into Heaven to make noise, and you could either like cancel it or take it. But that strat was like, it doesn't hold up anymore. Like those were the only things like, I guess strats you could think about with them. It's just not the case. So the ultimate is probably the only issue with Ermin. It has a lot of outplay potential, but there's not much consistent use you can get out of it since it is just so situational. Here we go, though.
Okay, finally uses it. So his first time, and he's already made his way onto the A side, but Order is very much aware of this. He's getting pinched in. And Frequent, he may not be long for life right now if he holds on for too long. But this will allow Wildcard just dash onto the side. And Frequent, get out of there, man. He's flashed by his own teammates. And Tex around the corner. Aldrin come through. Oh dear, swings into 2. And Frequent gets 1. Not bad, but it does hand the gun over. Order it down a player again. Nasty shock dart. As RDW takes down Tux on a bit of a lurk. Texter, he's only played close to the A side and he has to do it all right now.
Round's over. RDW with a really nice lurk onto the player rotating from C, as you see on the minimap there. There's a blue X. That's where we got the kill. That's just something I wasn't really able to pick up because a bit of a sight take happening and infrequent with a lot of actions. So those are the little things that potentially would get missed. But yeah, just this is why I'm the one staring at the minimap the whole time.
Awesome has the operator, right, in his hands?
Yeah.
Oh, dearie me.
As the operator. So he's the one that needs to save this. I don't think they'll check spawn currently.
He's gonna get this kill.
Okay,
executing his ex-teammate.
Here
we go, Squirrel. Come on, come on. Oh, that's sharp. But awesome. Just a slightly sharper with a bigger rifle after all confirms the kill. Okay. He secures it. And you know what? He's one off of the Blaze Storms right now. I can see him getting a early pick with the operator.
Yeah, he's gonna be able to rely on that later into the round. I mean, this is fine. What Wildcard did though was fine. They're throwing bodies at the operator because they know they're gonna be able to reinvest for the last round. So there was absolutely nothing there. Half armor for Maple. Tox is on the Spectre. Not as optimal of a buy as you'd like it to be, but it's as good as it's going to get. Tox is currently sitting on the 2 and 11. Hasn't really been able to hold that C side as much as he'd like to. He's still playing C, so he hasn't changed his default up at all. Okay, that's an interesting cage.
Oh, so that's how he does it. So it's basically cover high. Very interesting, very interesting.
Yeah, just they've been going to his site. He's just not been able to find anything. Just one of those sorts of games where you're not having as much impact as you like. We're all human. It happens to everyone. So, Maple, orb retrieved. Gonna be able to have the Hunter Series online for the final round.
Wildcard, all they do on the attack is just play default and be patient. And as order, what do? If they try to apply aggressive pressure and try to push a little bit, they'll get killed and picked off early on, and that just gives even more room for Wildcard to push elsewhere. It's very suffocating right now, to say the least.
That's why Autumn can definitely shine. They're going to be swinging this midline. He's going to swing into the scene. Oh, that's a beautiful cage, actually. Really a heads-up play from RDW. This is the thing about Cypher as well. He basically has 2 100 credit smokes. That's something else that kind of is putting Cypher over Killjoy in his current meta.
Oh, nice push by Texter. The timing was perfect. Takes down Swirl. A bit of a attacking backbone for Wildcard. As they do work over towards the A side. The read is correct. There's only one defender there. Maple, he's nowhere on site. Rotation's coming over soon as RDW. He's already on, going a little bit deep here. Now, RDW, I think he's reading the potential early push. Oh no. This is so funny. Hunter's Fury is just being traded back down before. And Signed, he does come out on top after all. Takes down Maple. Spike that goes down. Numbers once again equivalence. Cosmic Divide out. And there's RDW. Good for 1. Damage just tucked a little bit more. Flash through by Nas. Breach Flash is so OP. Now it's down to Autumn. 1v3. Gets hit by the Rolling Thunder. Blades are popped. But it's okay. He's safe. He can still make a push. Listen, the isolation is possible. Signed, he's tagged him down to 6 HP, however. And Nas so close over towards the defender spawn. Autumn, he's so low. You have the blades and Signed. Nice recon arrow. I think Signed, he just knows how his ex-teammates play, and that was just outplayed. That's what I can say. Double digits now.
Yeah, it's the reason why people call him the best server in the region. Putting on a bit of a show right now. 11 and 5 for him. That was you see, those are the ultimates that you'll only see from someone who's been playing server for so long. Signed, he knew exactly where Maple was going to ult from, because he's like, okay, I've been in this situation before. So he's just, you know what, I'm just going to counter ult. You can lose your life. You can use your ultimate as well. Not going to be coming back into this round. I'll just ult you, get you out of the round, apply some pressure. But before, about the Scythe thing, I just want to say, I guess, yeah, this meta is one of those things where smurks, there's less smurks, because Jet smurks are 200, and Ermin has to buy another smirk as well.
Sort of, yeah.
So, having 2 extra 100 credit smurks, it's just comes in handy sometimes. And just in that one situation alone is just good enough reason to potentially be using those smirks. Or there's cages, they're called the cyber cages, I believe.
It really does work out more on the attack side. Although already Wildcard, sorry. How did he get up there? That's interesting.
So I should have shown this actually.
Yeah.
He gets satcheled up there by Swirl. So you see how he only has 1 satchel?
Yep. But his position is revealed, so it doesn't really count for much. Although Swirl could be a lot to do here. Does get 1, gets traded out instantly. Order, they still insist on pushing over towards this A side with the rotations coming through. Also gets a second, and Nas runs out of ammo. Oh, dear me. They just swarming over the sites. This guy's out of ammo now, and it's all down to Sign in a 1v2. I think they know he is on site. The spike not planted just yet. Autumn versus Signed, and nice right click. Quadra for Autumn.
Yeah, beautiful. Autumn showing up. Currently going positive for Order now. That's the only one in their team. So he's definitely stepping up when he needs to be. Pissed around on the board. That's exactly what they needed for the side of Order. Gonna be able to get this next round on paper, let's say. Because you never know. Classics are pretty busted gun, let's be real, considering it is free. But we can talk about that another time. So, there's only going to be a Ghost on Autumn. I assume he wants to try to get the Operator up as early as possible, or potentially onto that Hero Rifle for the next round. Also, he's 3 away from the Blades, so Blades is definitely something they want to consider. He's confident with the Ghost. He knows they're going to be on Classics. Look at this, though.
Entire Conga line by Wildcard down C long. I mean, the spike, the orb is free, but pretty much. Indeed, they give it to Swirl. Charge up the A point also a little bit more. Oh no, but Texas needs to go huge here. Nice, good for 1, but so much damage has been done. And it's just a bloodbath right now as Order. They hold it down. Swirl, YOLO, pegs it out, and Maple's shot that to finish him off. Okay, nice and quick and easy done. Wildcard, they got it over and done with. Gets the orb, got a kill. Sure.
Fine. Autumn. Okay, gonna buy a Spectre. Didn't go down, still has to go, so they're like, okay, you know what, may as well get the Spectre. I have a bunch of credits I'm sitting on. No reason not to. Now, I feel like this is just potentially a bit of a clash of styles here with the double duelist and an Astra as opposed to
single duelist.
I guess just 4 support agents really.
Yeah.
And a raise. So I'm interested to see how they do play out this attacking side. Obviously, Wildcard had a really good attacking side, so this is where Order definitely needs to step up considering they are on the back foot. Well, Darts confirm in Frequent's position.
Contrasting styles right off the bat as Order. They just go so aggressive all into Garage. That Trap Zone popped, and RNW, he's guaranteeing to make a call for rotations. Although he's pushing down C-Long aggressively. Nice! He has a rifle in his hands. This could pay off huge.
Yeah, this that Garage play is something that they do so many times. They just send 3 in there. If there's a Cypher or Killjoy, if there's any util on it, they just break it and leave. It's just pressure. That's all it is.
Now, Swirl, who's going to be feeling the pressure real soon. TP up top by Infrequent. Now, I do think Order heard it, and potentially they are knowing where to pre-aim. Much more pressure compared to Wildcard. That's just a mow down. Goodness. World chimes in as well. There could have been a triple, but Wildcard, they come out on top instantaneously. It's the buy round, and so far, so good.
Yeah, beautiful from them, actually. That's just a really nice double peek. What does it do? They go 3 for 1. So worth. Have a good RDW here. He basically wins this round.
The early C-Long push, I think, is paying off to this extent. Now, there's a rifle down there, I think, in one of them on the dead bodies.
Yeah.
But Infrequent's trying to hold it down. Go for a 1-for-1 trade, and the Order, they've done so much work here. Nas has to buy time, indeed. Texas can't clutch this out. He does it with the Spectre, 70 HP.
You're stunned. How did this happen? He doesn't know what RDW is. RDW?
But he doesn't have the good idea. That was so close. Texter, the clutch master to an extent of Order right now, brought RDW down to 15 HP. That was as close as it gets. But the economy for Wildcard, it's a little bit ruined.
I completely believed, honestly,
that he could clutch.
I don't actually know how he managed to get the frag onto Noz.
I think the fault line was just starting to run now, and the timing.
But it's just the Spectre at range as well. You'd tip Noz to win that one any day of the week, but look, I'll say right now, I believe in an interview, Texter did say that they try to get his team to, I think it was target Noz or something.
Yeah.
Remember that in the ESL? So there you go. Noz probably isn't happy about that. He wants to be taking the fights. So
exactly.
Doesn't work out in the end there, but you know, it's okay. He's got the Breach Flash for his team. This is what is good about these players on Wildcard. A lot of them they're happy to play the support agents. They're happy to guess, I don't like be the B. You know, I'm not going to say it because I don't actually know if we're allowed to or not in these streams, and I'm probably not going to risk it. But look, they want to be those sorts of guys. They're happy to be in that position. If it sets up Swap, it sets up their Star Fragger, Tux is going to be able to find one, but he's going to be already dinked down to 12.
Yeah, Wildcard so far, this eco is doing so well. The
really
pistols getting trades tip for a tag. Now, RDW, exactly, Hero Rifle. Okay, he does get spotted. That's unfortunate. No. And Texter, he's fast on the prowl here. RDW, not like this, man. Okay, it was so close, but also because of a single boom bot investment by Disco, and it just changed the entire round.
Well, only one rifle was in that round. That was the one that was saved from the little clutch that RD had to pull out against Texas' potential 1v3. It was looking very likely, but that was another round. So, 5 rifles. Swirl signed and Frequent with their ultimates available. So I would not be surprised if we see them now just deployed to secure the round because they are going to be able to get 12 off of that. And as soon as you get 12, you're in a really good spot. So, IDW. Aggressive cage. Oh, Satchel Peak does get tagged down to 85.
Yeah, same story as Tux. Cypher on C. It sort of works, I suppose. But Order now, finally. Buy versus buy.
Ooh, that's a interesting camera, actually.
That's nasty.
Yeah, but they're playing retake C. So they've got the trip in on B site. They have the trip in Garage. And I would like to assume since they have the Showstopper and the Hunter's Fury, that they're very comfortable playing the retake. Oh, Signed is so good with these ults.
Intuition,
he just knows.
Fully. And as much as I hate to say this, you know, the time that they spend on Order definitely has paid off. Just the experience he gets from, you know, Texter, Tux, and whatever. Goodness gracious.
Looks like it's going to be a late B hit. This isn't something we've seen the whole game, I don't believe. This Jordan's going to be able to confirm it all. Tags one up.
Oh, I see more. Spots out 3. That has to be the telltale sign. Nice shock dart, and the paint shots come through as well. But although Texley's managed to worm his way onto the site, and Wildcard, they're starting to be aware of what's happening, and they're closing in. Maple, he's playing really far back, I think, with the potential lineup. Okay, it's a fake. They're going to site, pressure, and they get run off. RDW. Oh, execution 1 and 2. Order strikes back, but the damage has been done. Wildcard once again secured a man advantage. Nos, nice flash. Oh, also when you do your tag so low. Swirl has popped his own showstopper. Should be able to get that trade. Indeed, he does. It doesn't matter. Order, they're just bleeding players, and time is running thin as well. Texter once again the player to do it all. And Frequent one-on-one, and dashes right out of there. Spike is down 10 seconds. Maple has to do it all.
He's got the spike down time? Yeah, he's gonna be able to get a downtime. He's gonna
just
oh,
the sound. He's running for it, and Frequent. Oh, how did he lose that? He had the wall bang, and Maple had to commit to the spike plants. Goodness gracious. It was a 50-50 there, I reckon. And Order, they just narrowly edged out on top.
Just a misplay from Infrequent. Should have just wallbanged it. I guess he didn't know that he could do that. I am not too sure.
He can shoot through the box. He absolutely can.
Well, I mean, yeah, that's going to be one of those things where they go back into review. They're just like, all right, Infrequent could have pushed it. It's okay, though. There's still a 5-round buffer that Wildcard have to work with. So it is getting a little bit scary because Order are starting to win quite a few rounds. 4 out of the 5 that have been played in this half there, but, you know, there's only 2 rounds that need to be secured for the Wildcard, so they're definitely not out of it yet. Still being quite hurtful. Okay,
goodness, nice fault
dash
line.
Yeah, dash already deployed, that's just good value. Nice little A push, they get the orb.
Okay, Wildcard once again on the eco. It seems to be the signature right now, always going a little bit more aggressive. And more often than not, it does work out. Though the timing does manage to catch Swirl.
My eyes are down.
Actually, another.
Nah.
Yeah, no. Just gonna play his life. Oh, no. He's going back. They heard the spike dropped outside towards C.
Oh, RDW, this timing might be good, but Disco, very sharp player.
Beautiful.
Just not as sharp. RDW executes him 1-for-1. Birthday boy coming in huge today. But Order, they managed to make it 3-on-2, and C site should be cleared real soon right now, as Texter, he's worms on.
Have a look at this there. Vandal retrieved. RDW, there's a gun that he can pick up. So they're going to be able to get these guns. That's the Vandal right there. Now what's going to happen is they're going to go for damage.
The positioning and the team play for Wildcard is good, despite being on eco. I like that. Both clearing these angles. They both have guns now, right? I think.
I think it was, yeah, they both have rifles. I think it's something that Suts said where they have when they have the pistols in hand, there's not as much pressure to win the round, so they can go for those aggressive plays and feel more confident with themselves. Could be potentially the similar concept being applied towards Wildcard here. This round should be over. Because if you have a look at where Maple's playing, he's playing off-site, he has double shock darts, and he has access to the Hunter's Fury. They're playing towards CT, so what Wildcard needs to do is tap the spike, potentially try to bait it out.
Indeed.
Because the whole idea now is to just bait out the Hunter's Fury.
Oh, the footsteps. I know exactly what RDW is. He has to go huge here, and gets executed instantly. It's down to Infrequent. I mean, at this point, probably just best to save the rifle. No, he's dying, and nice Cypher Trap. He's gonna die to the spike, isn't he?
Is he?
Well, he's gonna get executed regardless, because Tux is already mid. Okay, done.
7-11. Rolling Thunder for Noz. That's something that they can definitely use here. That's definitely going to slow down a push or just potentially be used for a retake. RDW. Now the question is, where does this man want to play? Okay, trip onto B, standard. Could be working towards A by the looks of things. So are they going to be fighting for A here? That's what I want to know. Putting his util towards A. I don't think they've done this yet besides the pistol round.
You know, earlier on in the first half, I wanted to say that, like, I think both teams have really wanted to play the second halves because just the compositions on paper, at least, favor, you know, the second halves, respectively. Yep. And Order, they are indeed turning on.
Oh, that's a nice little trip.
Also,
so IDW wanted to get towards those double stack boxes because the whole idea is as soon as you go to the trip, you pop the cage. And then you can spam them because you'll be able to see them because they'll be hit by the trip. And they won't be able to fight you back. Oh, that's really nice.
Huge. The flash is good by RDW. He couldn't quite capitalize and has to run out there. Oh, okay, aggressive push. This may pay off huge. He spots at the shoulder of Maple, does damage, and finally goes down. Okay, also a bit of a hero play there. Got too excited, and that's it.
Alright, well, Maple is tagged down quite a bit. See if that does play into the rest of the round. 55 seconds left. They're looking like they're going to be going towards a late C. Oh my goodness, look at the wildcard rotations right now. They might be reading perfectly into this. Oh my goodness, this could be one of the most insane reads I've ever seen, actually.
But Order, they have the man advantage and they can absolutely frag out. Swirl, this paint shell has to be timed perfectly for maximum damage.
Beautiful.
He runs out as well. The recon hour matches, the outer matches to spot him out. Texas worms his way in. Nice timing! Oh, he clicks. He doesn't even have to flick. And Order, they just run away. 30 seconds left. Plenty of time for a rotation. Perfect.
Texas
gets a second! This guy's a monster! Finally, Infrequent takes him down, but now Wildcard. They're down to the last 2 players. They have ultimate, sure, but to retake this with Maple's ultimate? Yeah, it's not happening.
Yeah, they're saving. Swole didn't need to go for that peek there. The only reason why Texter won that fight so convincingly is, you know, generally, if you're playing and someone gets ticked by server's utility and you see them on the last tick and they're sort of running and there's a bit of momentum behind them, you know they're going to swing it. You can kind of just visualize the target in your head. That's what Texter did then. Really easy shot to be found. This retake is not going to be happening. The money on Wildcard is not there at all. They can't really go for damage. So the read was good. If that pick wasn't given up, I'm pretty certain they just commit C, and that would have been one of the best reads I've seen in a very long time.
Texas is just a monster. He single-handedly won that round.
IGL, by the way. IGL, and he's second on the leaderboard for Order. Just below Autumn, though, but that's to be expected, because Autumn generally one of the ones you want to see towards the top of the pack.
Plant-based brain. Okay, Wildcard. There's the last 2 players in Order. They are on the hunt.
Oh,
good dink initially, but Autumn. Okay, he's going to push this and gets that frag. Infrequent, he has to stay alive. Probably will. And Order, they're getting closer and closer. Timeout by Wildcard. Nicely done.
Yep. Not leaving it too late. Oh, my free cam speed is too fast. That's cool.
I couldn't tell you. Otherwise, I'll be honest.
Yeah.
Okay, so right now, what do you think's just going so wrong for Wildcard? Because they had a strong attacking side, indeed, very well played, and Order couldn't apply the aggressive pressure on defense. But now Order, playing a slightly more aggressive, not as default style as Wildcard, they're winning out in every single engagement. Plus, it doesn't help that Texter and Autumn are just playing out of their minds. Yeah,
Texan, or Autumn especially, stepping up. I guess Autumn for Order and Swell for Wildcard. I think one thing with Wildcard is they have really good ideas into rounds, but there's potentially just one individual that's just like, okay, I want to try something. Maybe want to be a hero for a little bit, and it just completely flips around on its head. It's not something you really want to see, unfortunately. But Wildcard, they just need to just stick to a solid default, figure out what site they want to play retake, if it's whether it be A or whether it be C. Use that Rolling Thunder to get them onto the site. Have that retake plan. I'm assuming what they're going to do right now is put RDW's utility on towards the C site. They're going to play retake A because that's where Noz is heading. Going to have the Sheriff in hand. This round could potentially be a write-off because there's only one rifle in play. So let's not assume that Wildcard are going to invest everything into this round, even though they have quite a lot to work with. Sign and Swell is still 3 out of 8 on their ultimates. They want to be able to charge those up as much as possible. Swell's going to be playing towards this long location. He wants to get this orb. I'm not too sure if he's going to be allowed it there.
I doubt it. Okay, the paint shell, it will buy him some time. Okay, he doesn't even go for it at all.
Ooh. Okay.
That's a lot of utility invested early on. Yeah.
That's all it is, pressure.
And the smoke as well, indeed. Order, they're not pushing through. They're scared. Well, I won't say scared, but just wary.
I feel like it's Wildcard on the attacking side. They're just playing back. Just waiting for... I guess it is...
So much aggression early on at Wildcard. They go 4-stack over towards C. I mean, it's a read, sure, but let's just see how Order plays this.
Working towards a good drone from Maple clears the close angles because he knows they don't need to clear the long ones because they can just take the fights. And then drone already clears it anyway. You don't need to go too far. Shock Dart, that's just a nice little heads-up play. To see if there's anything there. Swell is the only one on A. So, I'll say right now, if there's anyone you wanted to leave on a site by himself, it's going to be Swell. Never mind. Okay, I spoke too soon. Hate to see it, really.
You jinxed it.
Yeah, once again. Unfortunately.
The spike, however, it's nowhere near the A site, and the timing, RDW, the gun barrel just out of his
He's been running.
But here's the footsteps. Yes. Texter on the lurk. Okay. Gravity well has been popped, and Wildcard, they're starting to just walk right past them.
Oh, they've gone right past them.
But there's a Cypher Trap there, so this is potentially intel that Order they don't have. The running, though.
Spike planted.
This is a strange round.
He's calling the flank. He's calling the flank.
He could be in for a rude awakening here.
Okay, he spotted 2 players and just gets the hell out of dodge. Wildcard now. This is a full flank retake, and Texter's running as fast as he can. Oh, Tux gets a double. That's nice to see. That's the rifle gun for Wildcard. 1 by 1 getting picked apart. That's the last player, and Texter executes signs 9-11. Now, need I remind you, last time actually, these 2 teams faced up against each other was in the Stage 2 finals earlier on. Yeah, and Wildcard 2-1 Order. But
it was a
Order won on Haven, indeed, 13-11. And you want Wildcard haven't managed to get past 11. Order has just been going all the way in the second half. It's getting so close now.
It's quite tense. 9-11, as stated before. I mean, they kind of. I mean, the economy on Order is in such a good spot that may potentially just be able to buy half of this.
if Wildcard they lose this round again, back onto another eco, or like half by at the very best.
Here.
2.9k loss bonus. Nice camp by RDW. But
well, look at the rotations there. They're already rotating so early, they're going to be committing to this retake. This is what I stated before, they want to commit to retake. Ultimate gets the point. Oh, RDW might be dead here. No, he's dodging it.
Once again, the Boombot, maybe the bane of him. He pops it, and they sort of know where he is.
Look at this. It's a fake.
Okay, Texter, but he's really close, and triple pump, shock dart. Hey, he does manage to escape, so not too bad.
So watch RDW in this retake, though. He's going to be trying to box him in. If all the attention's brought towards the players retaking through C-Link and A-Link, look at his position. Soul's also watching for this. Rolling Thunder to the point, it's going to be able to get two members. Oh my god,
almost got the window as well, and the fault line chimes in. Noz, he's going to go for the aggressive push. He knows where Texter is to some extent. Good game sense, but Texter pushes through and gets the initial frag. Autumn chimes in as well. Order, they're getting 1 for 1, but Wildcard strike back, and Disco catches RDW on the flank. Oh, it has to be done right now, right? They have no way of winning this round. The smoke, it dissipates. Nothing left. Swirl gets 1. Okay, they made this possible. Swirl gets a final shot of the time.
No time. No time.
Oh, goodness.
Oh, my God.
It came down to the wire. Wildcard, 2v3. And on the back foot in that situation, they managed to come out on top. It was just a matter of time. 10 to 11 now. And Wildcard on the eco.
Literally worst case scenario. Like, this is very problematic. Rolling Thunder was the lead. That's okay. Swell's 2 off the showstopper. Sign now has the Hunter's Fury. They're going to be forced on the Sheriffs. They're going to be playing for the or conceding this 11th round. Well, handshaking it. They're not out of it just yet. By the way, have a look at Infrequent's money. They want... Oh, okay. I was about to think I was, like, so smart, but never mind.
Operator?
He's going to play... No, he's playing for the Operator. Never mind.
Yep,
okay.
Yep, okay. Nice aggressive push, and Awesome, he gets pushed off of the position for the time being, but Awesome, he re-picks and gets taken down by Wildcard, pitched through the air. RDW gets a double. That's clean, man. Once again, even numbers on an eco by Wildcard. No pressure.
That's disgusting by him. Those are Sheriffs, by the way. 3v3. As I said, never count Wildcard out of these Sheriff rounds. But RDW especially, the amount of times I've seen him get these multi-frags, okay, that's unlucky.
Yeah, Texter, he's done such a good job of like just working his way onto these sites. The timing's perfect from him. Although infrequent, he's next door neighbors with Disco right now. Has he made noise? I don't think so.
It might be a free one.
Disco's aware. Disco's just aware.
Beautiful.
2 shot. We're all tied up. 11-11.
Yeah. One off the showstopper for Disco as well. Retrieves the operator. Beautiful.
What a roller coaster ride, honestly. I thought Wildcard had this in the bag after looking at the first half. And Order, they really showed up in the second half. I can't believe it. Everyone's starting to get on the leaderboard now. Kills, even, on both sides.
Yeah. Puck's, I think he ended the half with 2 frags. He's on 10 now. So he's definitely him stepping up as a player as well, especially on that Cypher. That's definitely something you want to see if you're on the side of Order. I guess it's really... There's no real one on Wildcard that you can be saying, oh, they're just not playing well. They're just... I guess it's just the individuals on Order, Autumn especially, alongside Texter, having really good games. Just being able to find a bunch of these frags that you shouldn't be able to, especially Texter. I feel like he just gets into these positions to just multi-frags. He just knows where the next fight's going to be every single time.
The brain's just too big. Although the double swing could have been huge there, and Nas gets taken down. No flashes for Wildcard and a potential retake.
They need to get away from this garage position. Sign shouldn't be here anymore. He needs to move. Oh, that's beautiful play Frequent. He manages to take out Autumn.
Double
top fragger for Order down. Operator also out of play for Order. That might be all it needs.
RDW is holding this angle though, and Texer, he's aware. He goes for a play, I think.
Oh, what's this? So he's gonna smoke for his team. He's gonna be playing the hard luck because he knows Wildcard likes to do this. Oh, the shock dart breaks it. What?
That was beautiful. But Texer's just still lying in wait. Texter, the timing pays off. Oh, don't do this. Don't do this.
He's playing with them. Absolutely not. He's gonna kill RDW and go C. He's gonna kill RDW and they go C. They're gonna go C.
He's made the call. Oh, dearie me, RDW, not like this. That was a full dunk and more on him. Although the rotations are quick from Wildcard. But Order, they have the man advantage. Time is limited though. And indeed, C is the final commit here. Sign has to do everything. The ex-teammate of Order. Sign misses the first shot. That's so punishing. This guy reacts way too fast. And this is for match point as well. 2v4. Wildcard. You can't even call that a choke. It just didn't work out. Swole gets called out as well. Oh dear.
I wanna say it as nicely as possible, but that was just such an insane outplay. Just a big outplay.
Texas patience.
Like Texter knows he can get the frag, and there'll be at a man advantage. But he's like, you know what? Let's get as much out of this as possible. Trigger discipline 1,000. Level 1,000, you know? He's ranked that skill up so much.
You saw him tense up at the moment RDW checked him in as well. Quite funny to see.
Of course.
Oh, now I'm frequent.
Wait, what?
The gun is too big. This guy didn't see him. Frequent gets another. Okay, I don't think he should have been allowed to get that third one, but it's okay.
It doesn't matter.
It's match point now. Matter. Indeed.
Order has insane amounts of economy. Alright, I'll say right now, if there's any round that wildcard win, it's gonna be this one on the shoddy, like the bit of a scrappy buy.
Are you serious?
Like, they'll find a way to win it.
Okay,
of course. It's how these games turn out.
It has to be because it's still a die at this point, you know. But look, MVP, if Order win this, it has to be Texter, hands down. The team captain, he did everything for Order in this game.
That kill, that's such a good heads
He led the
player.
comeback wildcard in the second half. They only have one round on round 3. And it's just a complete shutout. It's the red carpet, literally.
Yep.
Oh god.
A lot of A aggression. They're playing hard retake C. There is literally not a single soul on that C site to start the round off. RDW is rattling off a lot of bullets.
Texter, not again.
He's gotten so many tags. Look at this. Ottoman Pucks are gonna get taken down a little bit lower. Yeah. Nice little camera spots Disco.
The angle as well. RDW, I think he knows this one close.
RDW.
Oh, that's a nasty tap by RDW. Finally, the team captain's in a shutdown. Good flash as well. RDW wants more.
Gets a tag on an Autumn.
Damn, that was nice.
Oh my goodness, that's playing with confidence. You've lost so many rounds in a row. The mental, like, I'd say, like, I guess a team that wasn't on the caliber of Wildcard, their mental could just be completely boom. But RDW's like, you know what? I'm so sharp. I know I'm a sharp player. He just takes the fight. Tries to double dip as well.
Another one. No! Oh Maple's just too sharp. RDW couldn't react to that. As Order Disco, okay, Showstoppers popped, and he dashes around to the side there. 8-point ultimate just to click some space. He's going for more though. Fires it off, doesn't really get much out of it. Nos has the high grounds, but Seaside has been taken for free.
This is doable though. Have a look. We've got Sign with the Hunter's Fury, we've got Slow with the Showstopper. Oh, he goes over the trip.
Finally, it comes in clutch, the TP. And Autumn dashes up, gets caught off guard. Now Disco has to get this refrag. Infrequent isn't checking that corner. That's the second time now, I think. Showstopper up by Signed. He can just pop it, honestly, dead center. There's no backside's clear. Sucks. Yeah, gets blown up. Disco, sharp shot, refrag, 2-on-2. Time is ticking down there. Wildcard, they have to go fast. No ultimates to deal with. Rico no comes through. Maple, this is time to strike. Spotter 1, the gun barrel into the second. Signed, nice sharp shot. Now, Sova v Sova. The shotgun, the timing, and Maple comes out on top. Triple kill. Order. They swing things back. 13-11. History repeats itself.
That's so tragic. The way they lose that game, especially. You're up. Was that 9-3 or 10-2? That's 10-2, wasn't it?
10-2. Yes.
Oh my goodness. That's a map pick as well.
Comeback kings. You know, if anything, I thought Order, like, okay, you know, I'm not gonna say Order. Their mental's just way too good. They don't get tilted despite being down by that much. They know they can do it.
Just, oh my goodness, Texter just alone, I think, would have to be the MVP of that map. Just find so many
pure brain power.
Picks.
Pure brain power.
Just letting RDW walk past that one round, that actually blew my mind. As soon as I let him walk, I saw him walk past, I'm like, I know exactly what he's gonna do. And then boom, it happens, and they just get C for free, and they take a man with them. That's just such a disgusting play.
Wildcard, they won the grand finals for stage 2. And Order, they're coming back now with a full vengeance, and this is them. Tip-top shape, I have to say. Maple, their latest pickup, or sub even, whatever he is, he's doing well. He fits in. That's all I can say.
He's a sharp player.
He performs, that's it. And Wildcard, well, they need this 5-minute break to go reset, and so do we. So guys, don't go away just yet. Wildcard versus Order, map 2, coming in soon. Which will be, Bind, I think? Bind, indeed.
Bind, correct.
So yeah, guys, don't walk away. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Valorant Oceania Tour 2021, Stage 3, Open Qualifiers 1, Grand Finals, Order versus Wildcard Gaming, and now Map 1, Haven, Wildcard, such a strong start, but in the second half, Order, complete reset, clean sweep, red carpet.
Probably, to put it lightly, probably one of the biggest tricks I've seen in a while.
You are not sugarcoating your words at all.
No, that's 10-2.
True.
You can't be losing. Look, you can't be losing those games. You can't sugarcoat that. Yeah, you have to be realistic. You got to look back on that and just say we shouldn't have lost this game.
No.
Then map pick as well. So order pick and bind, which is what we'll be going to very shortly as we do wait for the players to get ready in the lobby. But I'm curious to see now what we do see comp wise. Look, I want to know if we're seeing Viper Astra on both sides. That's what I'm curious at.
I think we probably would. Astra, you know, it's such a mainstay for both these teams, especially Texter for Order. And honestly, if it works, it works. But also the thing is, I have to point out, in the past history, these two teams on Bind, they've come very close. So it could be sort of, you know, anyone's map. Only one time has Wildcard managed to basically 13-3 Order. Once. It could have been a freak show, like, of all things, you know?
I'll say right now, apparently what the holdup is right now is Swell is currently build battling someone in Fortnite. So that's a little bit unfortunate.
I believe that, because, you know, he was definitely turned on and warmed up at least map 1.
Yes, of course he's definitely warming up.
You know, sorry, I just wanted to say, both these teams tonight, it's rare to see, but at least teams of, you know, this caliber, you would expect it. They both have coaches. Unfortunately, the time up at Wildcard in second half, I don't know, man. What do you think was going through their brains? Because they were just losing round after round. It was just a full clean shutout.
I think it's... I want to say it could potentially be a mental block, because if you try so much and and the only round you win is when you almost lose a 1v3 or like a 3v1 from Techstar going absolutely huge with the Spectre, that's the only round you win.
That's not good.
Every single thing, everything else that's happening just isn't working.
Yeah.
Like, you need to, Noz especially, like he's in the IGL position, he probably has an insane mental block. Like that is so hard. He's probably asking his team, guys, what's happening right now? Like, what's going on? What's working, what's not? What are they doing? He needs to formulate a plan. There's a lot of weight on his shoulders. Just unfortunately, this game, I guess, they weren't up for the task. They just couldn't break the Order defense or the Order attack. The good thing about that is that's a really good VOD. Like that, like at the end of the day,
so much
once they
to
do lose
learn
that map,
from,
that's a really good VOD. They're gonna learn so much from that.
And the main thing is, well, I think the main
much,
thing, keep C on lock, because Texter, the amount of times, I think it was maybe 2 or 3 times, he's walked on essentially for free.
Yeah, it's just, I mean, it's one of those things where Texter just identifies, hey, look, their C's open, they want to play retake C, let's just go C, let's bust it. Like, what are they gonna do? Stop us? Lol. Imagine.
Okay, now both teams are ready. I'll cut you off, sorry. And let's go into Bind. So let's see the agent picks, and like you were really anticipating early on. So you said Viper. Sky, potentially? I mean, Breach is really good.
Viper Astra is the combo that I'm expecting for both teams, because that's what they were playing on the previous patch.
Yeah.
Okay, never mind.
Throw that out the window.
Oh my goodness, I'm getting some throwbacks with the comp on the side of Wildcard.
Wow!
It's beautiful.
You haven't seen that in a long time. Well, in fact, this is pretty much the exact same composition as Haven, except infrequent instead of Omen, he's on the Brimstone post.
Oh no, it is. It basically is. The same concept applies. The thing is as well is, it's like a debate right now. I don't really. It's like an Omen Brimstone debate, because people are saying Astra's like dead for some reason.
Not really.
I don't think she's. Oh, yeah, exactly. I'm seeing this everywhere. I see this on Twitter. I think someone like Strong Legs or Roy or whatever his name
Smokes
is,
though, potentially. Well, no, it's 5 Smokes. They're recharged, right?
Well, potentially, yeah. But he said that Astra's just like Britain's probably like the best smoke agent, and like Omen's like a little bit below him, and Astra's like not as good. I'm just looking at the thread. I'm just like, I just like reading the comments and that sort of stuff, because I'm curious to see people's opinions.
Indeed.
It's really weird. I think this is going to be one of the few patches that every smoke agent may actually be viable. So I'm quite interested to see how Wildcard do play this Brimstone. We haven't seen a Brimstone like this in a long time. I think one of the other teams that pioneers the Brimstone in this region would be Nebula. They like to play a lot of Brimstone on this map. That's definitely, and they're a team that's always fun to watch, but obviously they're not in this game, unfortunately. It's Wildcard Order, so we'll probably talk about the teams that are actually in this one there. But yeah, that's just another team that likes to play it. Viper for Order, they're playing meta, basically. The issue with Viper now is, well, I guess one of the big selling points for her is the fact that her kit only costs 400. Now the mollies are 200 each, so 600, still one of the cheapest kits in the game. yeah, they still probably get a lot of value out of Viper. They're going to be playing a bit of a half off-site, I guess, attack. Just for the first point, just play half off-site. See how this does go down. Heavy aggression inside Hookah currently. Looking to get the flash, and here comes the nade. Hookah control taken.
Nice and clean. A single piece of util flashes all the rats out. But Wildcard, they strike right back though. That single molly, it basically stops Order dead in their tracks. I have to point out, I hate how long that fragile lasts for from Astra's Gravity Wild. I think it's
disgusting.
so disgusting. Yeah.
I mean, fragile is just one of those things in the game that I don't even think fragile should be in the game. An attack shooter, I should say. I think it just dealing double damage it sounds broken because it is broken. But have a look. What coming out from Textile? The pumps works towards A. They're starting to bait out util. They baited out the nade. I'm not too sure where they're really trying to end here. Though. They might be taking the teleport. Or maybe they actually just do commit.
Oh, nice flash. Perfect timing. I think Swirl and RDW both got blinded.
There it is.
This is some Mega Mind stuff right now.
Noz.
Yeah, gets caught off guard again. The team captain's gone. Don't talk about the missile block just yet. Infrequent has to do so much here. Okay, that was a bit risky initially, but finally gets the kill. But it's all down to last player RDW having to clutch things out. And Order, they're going so aggressive. 2v1, RDW has a frenzy. This is going to be so hard. And indeed, Order, they win the pistol round in rather convincing fashion.
Watching here.
Just Noz getting timing. Just didn't expect the TP to be the play. It's just really, I mean, it just kind of mimics Wildcard C execute. On the previous map, they just went in with a plan, they executed it, and it worked out in the end. So Wildcard down pistol round. It's currently 2-1. Order Wildcard in terms of pistol rounds in this current series. Nothing wrong with that. Pretty standard. Yeah, Spectre's going to be out. One Ghost on the side of Autumn. Just want to point out as well, Tox is not playing Sky anymore. I guess something I probably could have talked about before. It's going to be Disco. So Disco is kind of like a Swiss Army knife now. Playing a lot more agents as opposed to just the raids, which is what we generally see him on. So it's good to see more players on this Order side, but a lot more flexible. Especially one of your main star fraggers being able to flex out agents. That's always something you want to see.
Nice stink by RDW, just not enough though. And yeah, you said earlier, you know, initially when Order they put Disco on the Sky instead of the arrays, I was like, okay, interesting. But initially, I think it was a little bit rough. But as soon as they got used to it was fantastic. Tux, neat double spray down there. Anti-eco, charging up these old points a little bit more. And this is just ring around the road. Well, I'm not ring around the road. Jump Rabbit and Order, clean round.
Boss. That's quite literally perfect.
To be expected, I suppose.
The only thing they have to reinvest into this round is going to be some shields. That's fine, not the end of the world.
I should play
Providing they have enough to buy in the next round, that's quite literally it. Maple, halfway towards the result, same with Tox. Disco is probably going to be able to get the Seekers online in this round. I wouldn't be surprised if it is the case. One orb plus the spike. It's very doable.
Okay.
And,
you know,
really nice bonus round.
I just want to say right now, I really hope that Wildcard they managed to mentally reset over the 5-minute break because they need it right now. If Order they win this bonus, I'll be a little bit concerned.
I'd be quite surprised if they haven't managed to mentally reset. They're all experienced players at this point in time. Especially Infrequent. He's been around CS for quite a bit. And you've got Noz and Signed, Overwatch duo. I guess the only one that you could really say... I guess that's actually just Swell and RDW that came into this team, or this game, with the least comp experience. And all these players have developed so much, so I'd like to assume they know how to mentally reset at this point in time. If not, I would actually be quite concerned.
I want to see RDW just become a monster again on Bind, because I think last time when we saw it for ESL, he was just...
he was on the Viper there.
Ultra Instincts, but yeah, he wasn't a Viper.
He wasn't, so it's different agent, so you do need to remember. Oh, okay, never mind, digital hits coming out towards A.
And indeed, the util's getting pumped out, and Swirl does get spotted, I think. That's a very nice recon arrow. Spike to go down, almost uncontested. Tucks off of that single wall, picks up the smoke as well. It's so clean from Order right now. They've practiced their strats with Viper. Infrequent, he knows Texas around the corner, trying to hold it down. The timing though, he has to get the shot, and Texas comes out on top. Numbers even, sorry. As the retake from Wildcard is coming in hot. Swirl dashing in there fast. 1-for-1 trade again. Maple trying to hold on. He's a 30 HP though. Noz, nice flash to push through. And Maple falls off. The triple pump aftershock to come through. And Texter just mows them down. That single rifle made all the difference. Noz, 1-on-3. I mean, what do? Damage? Try to clutch it out? It's not possible anymore.
Yep. As you said it, it's not possible. That round was literally just tech stuff.
Once again,
Beautiful
that
timing.
single... The timing and that single rifle.
Yep.
Oh, goodness.
Texas already got my MVP for the first map. He's on his way to getting it for the second map. Potentially the series, because Order just playing out of their minds right now. Playing so well. Playing so well. Granted, this is an open qualifier. So there's a world where Wildcard just aren't trying to show as much. But look,
indeed.
I mean, you do want to win. Seeding is quite somewhat important. At the
Well,
end of the day.
look, for Wildcard, maybe there's less much in the seed if there's less in the seeding, but for Order, it's a matter of, I think, reputation as well. They are Order. They don't want to lose to any other team in the region. Pure dominance.
Yeah. They've only lost one tournament recently, and that was to Wildcard, but I feel like there was a lot of factors that went into that. Wildcard playing exceptionally well, Order potentially not playing as good as they could be.
Not to make it sound like an excuse, but hey, we saw it on the day,
Yep.
Maple. Oh, that's nasty.
I was holding my breath. For that. Maple with 2, I thought it was going to be the triple.
Me too. But Noz, he does get the shot back, and they traded a lot of bodies for that. I suppose it's a small win. Noz can't get any more as Order, just playing this so stock standard and patient. They have so much time to play with. But Swirl, timing. Yeah, get something out of it.
That's tragic. Yeah. Soul gets that kill, the round's actually doable. Just manages to find the smokes. Frequent 1-on-4. If he finds one, it's okay. But...
the footsteps, I think.
Noise.
Oh, tough on this angle. Yeah, that's unfortunate. Okay. So, I said earlier that I was going to be a little bit more concerned if Wildcard, they lost their first buy round. And that's happened. Order 4-0 currently. Economy looking really strong.
Okay.
I'm concerned.
God, this just doesn't. Look,
Brimstone
I still need to
operator.
adjust to this. Brimstone operator or just Smirks, just not Jet operator, you know? Because that's generally the combo that you see, but Frequent's gonna be pulling it out. I guess they just want to throw as much order as they can currently. IDW with the Neural Theft. Noz one away from the Hunters, or not the Hunters, the Rolling Thunder, excuse me. He's not signed, he's not server. But look at how much map control has already been taken just from this operator alone.
He's pushing right through Showers. Well, with his teammate, they don't care.
Wait. Oh my goodness.
This will be
They
huge
can't
here.
find Texter.
No, indeed, but Texter...
Map control.
Whoever plays the angle, what's Texter doing? This guy, he is Ultra Instinct right now. He's staring into the caves. Finally peeks out an infrequent. Nice flick. Captain's
That's
gone.
ultimate.
No smokes.
There you go. Orbital Strike from the pick and the orb. That's perfect. That was a really fast flick, actually. He was honed in on that angle.
So focused. He wants to get that kill. And
What's the win?
Texter... I was just a bit confused as to what he was doing. Probably just buying time, of course, being the lurking player again. Didn't work out that time, though. Order, they do manage to aggress onto the sides, and RDW playing off his trap gets that first kill. Spots the gun barrels of more. Easy trip.
So nice.
Okay, Noz steals it. But now Maple, the newest pickup for Order. 1-on-5, ace it to win it. Place your bets.
I want to say it looks like it's going to be a flawless, but... Okay. I wanted to...
He gets the orb.
Yeah. Gets the orb. You may as well. At this point, you just get as much out of the round
It's
as
a
possible.
firing squad.
Oh my
How is he
goodness.
still alive? He's still
The
full
dick
HP as well. Yeah. I mean, if he does this, I'm gonna crap my pants. Okay, Swirl shuts it down finally. Got a little bit
Getting a
tense
little bit
there.
tense. Yeah. You really said the same
Maple,
thing.
he could have saved that because there's no chance of him winning. So what's the point of like going for the engagement, trying to do some
Damage.
economy damage?
Literally
Okay,
just
fine,
damage.
fine. Wildcard, they are poor after all. Indeed.
Yeah, because they can always reinvest into that round, so it's fine. At that point, you know, Wildcard have invested everything into this round, so do as much as you can. Vipers will already being deployed towards A. Positioning, just from learn from Order, it's probably going to be a fast A hit. So, I'm curious to see how they do decide to execute this. Infrequent is playing... Okay, these are some cute little trips. But Infrequent's playing here with the Operator, and he has the Orbital Strike.
What in the world? Look, like a single boom bot or a paint shells is just gonna disroll the util, but okay.
Oh, he's going wide.
So risky. Seeker 7 pops and Infrequent. He's holding down the angle, but he's no jet! Did he just pop all 3? Collateral.
Yeah.
Cabbages. Cabbage skewer. Alright, he does fall back though, and Recon arrow. Such a good arrow, I have to say.
my
RW
God.
spraying through a smoke, gets one for himself, dodges that shotgun expertly. Nice orbital strike to come through, although it's not doing a lot of damage. Nice shot by Swirl, looking for more. Gets that second before he goes down. Order, they're being somewhat shut down right now. Spike has been picked up, but Wildcard, they have a good grip on what's going on. Clean execution, Texter. Can he do it again?
I can't text her out of this.
3
70
stars.
HP there. Yeah, he's got a lot of util to work with. Is this camera going to spot him?
Yep.
Oh, that's beautiful.
Isolation.
That should be it.
Oh my god! Texter! No holds barred, dives right in, and RDW has to be so surprised from that. This guy, he is popping off today, to say the very least.
Hold on. You gotta hold on to as much as possible here, Wildcard. They want to start building an economy.
The operator. Okay, still in frequent hands.
He should win that fight. I'm gonna keep it on text though because it's very likely that he knows how to win rounds like this.
30 seconds left.
These stars do absolutely nothing, unfortunately.
Is he going for the
Because there aren't
TP?
anyone playing that. Oh, with
Shots were
shot.
missed. He can TP this, but no, he's committing to his A take. Everyone
do
for
it, yeah.
Wildcard is here. Oh no, that flash. I think Noz managed to flash sign there. It didn't matter though. It's a tad too late. And Texter does go down.
Okay, that did get a little bit scary. I didn't really think Tex was going to be winning that one there, but any damage, apart from that kill onto RDW, would have always been greatly appreciated there. Setup going to be changed for RDW, going to be moving on to B as he did play A in the previous round. This is the thing is about Cypher and Killjoy on this time. It's so much easier to change your default because there's only 2 sites as opposed to Haven. Haven, you
Yeah.
need to go, hey, where am I putting
So
my troops?
big.
There's 5 choke points. This time there's only 4 choke points. So it's a lot easier to coordinate, I guess.
I'm still curious as to why Texter he threw those 2 stars in like the final few seconds of the previous round. Because I mean the fake wouldn't work.
Sell the fake.
I guess.
Well, he doesn't know that. He doesn't know
That's
that
true,
no one's
true.
playing B, because he's assuming there's at least going to be 1B. That's the only way that play works.
This operator has been cash money for infrequent.
Cash
Ever since he's picked it up, gotten value out of it. That's a fast start.
That's great. The heal will get come out. What is that? Is that the regrowth? Is that what it's called?
Yeah.
Regrowth. Okay, beautiful. Gonna just hold F1 for myself, you know. Trying to break the camera because there is a camera there. Breaks it. Okay, beautiful. That's just pressure being applied. Shock dart. Oh. Okay. Doesn't eat it.
They're getting these small wins here. Picking up the ult orbs.
Frequent. Oh.
This
Okay.
could him, right?
Yeah, no, had to have. That's why he's not fighting in the line anymore. Alright,
Nicely
here we
fucked up
go.
by Maple. Doesn't really get so much out of it though. Finally, Psych Take, RDW starts things off. Nice Cypher Trap, 1-for-1 trade, and Wildcard playing as a team now. They're locking it down.
Oh, here we go.
Aftershock, let's see it.
Out.
Ooh! He makes it out.
How disgusting is that?
So much util as well over towards Hookah, as Disco finally gets wall banged down by Signed. Tux,
Oh, spotted?
I think, is that a rifle in his hands? It doesn't matter, it doesn't matter. Signed just tapped him
Shot.
away. Vandal, 1 shot to the head. Dunzo.
Yeah, beautiful. Clean round. Okay, You see now, let's have a look. Wildcard, their economy is being built. This is exactly what they needed to see. 3 rounds on the board in a row as opposed to the 4 previously for Order.
Indeed.
The momentum is currently in their favor. This operator, it started from the operator on infrequent.
Cash money, baby,
He's
I'm
got
telling you.
Yeah, he's got 3 frags and an all been with the operator, I believe. And he's just been able to find these opening picks that just convert into the round wins. Every single round they've won, I believe they found a pick with that operator.
I think the second round, like, he managed to pick off 3 cabbages. He skewered them, but...
I mean, that's
It
still
counts.
insane value.
Yeah, it is.
This is risky, though. You see, the reason why
He shifted it
Jet
up
can do something like this...
because you can
Well,
dash.
that's tragic. That's tragic. Yeah, exactly. Oh, quick skirt. Quick skirt on the dot. Nice. Let's go.
COD, Modern Warfare 2,
Yeah.
best COD game ever
Exactly.
made. COD
Black
4,
Ops 2.
nah.
What is it? The DSR from Black Ops 2?
Oh, yeah.
You are defiant.
Yeah, that's a throwback, isn't it?
Okay,
here
Ultimate's
we
popped
go.
the showstopper, and so has Swirl. Raze versus Raze, Rocket versus Rocket, and Ultimate's bunny hopping around. Not like this. Swirl comes out on top. Oh goodness! And Sign with the Hunter's Fury executes Disco over towards Showers. There's nowhere really Disco could go. Nicely played. And Order, you know, the Cosmic Divide is so expensive. RDW lying in wait. No Cypher Traps, I think. But as soon as it clears, sees Tux halfway in. And Order.
Double good text off.
They gotta save, man. Oh yeah, once again, Texley's managed to work over towards the C side.
Oh, this man's being slippery yet again.
But
If he finds
okay,
a kill here,
2v5.
it's doable. I would never count
Alright.
these guys out.
Winnable.
Never count these guys
Winnable.
out.
Swirl's watching the angle though.
Okay, he's gonna back off the line. Okay, now this
30
gets a bit.
seconds left.
Now this gets a lot harder. Purely because of the neural depth. They're putting. I mean, they're just deciding to apply as much pressure as possible. They're gonna fake that they're going into hookah. They're gonna be playing off the retake dart. This is interesting.
The last two players of Order are so split apart that they have to go huge individually here as
Okay.
Maple just gets executed. Nice fault line positioning. Texter, Captain, 1 on
That should be
5.
it.
Winnable?
Okay. You say that, but
Oh! Damn! Alright, RDW does a single
Oh
bullet
my
through the
God.
smoke. Cool.
Flawless.
They're tied up, 4-4. That has to feel so good. A flawless round. The shutdown, the ultimates well invested by Wildcard.
there you go. RDW. I guess it's just game sense. All right, here we go. Birthday boy, 10 and 6, topping the scoreboard here. Here you go. He's looking up. I guess Bind's his map. I do believe you said that he popped off last time they played Bind. And
Viper.
different agent.
Same thing.
Yeah, different agent, same RDW. There you go. He's still managing to find a bunch of frags.
Now Order, their economy is just, it's bust fully. Sure, they can play that 2.9k loss bonus and half buy this, but...
This is good.
Same story perhaps, on an eco, less risk, just go all in.
This is a nice little play there.
Nice.
I mean, they're getting the orb. This is just beautiful control. That's about 600 credits invested. And they get the orb, they get showers control. Infrequent's on the line, so they think they've bluffed that they have showers control, but Infrequent knows that they don't. So Swell's able to play out of this line because he can trust in his aim. There you go. Start coming up towards here. They're gonna fake grouping up towards A.
Our rotation has come over towards A, and it's actually correct fully.
Rolling Thunder as well.
Indeed.
This could get very spicy very quickly.
The timing has to pay off though. He can't use it.
Oh, he's getting out. He wants to use his ult. Oh,
triple pump.
Aftershock.
Boom, boom, boom. I want you in my room. Okay, here comes the aftershock. Nas finally pops. Although his teammates aren't really close. And the ultimate has been popped. Swirl's diving right in there. Gets a clean shot. And his back is turned over towards Disco. But the Viper's pit, it's gone. Plant's not even down yet. Small whiff there by Nas. But he won't fall back. Wildcard 3-on-3 as Autumn opens up B side. Infrequent finally gets that kill with the operator. Disco's gone. And once again, Wildcard, they have the man advantage.
Issue here is RDW went down in hookah to the side of Autumn. This round just got a lot more difficult. Side's holding this line though, because he wants to make sure that they can't push in the CT though. Punter's Fury is going to get deployed. He's going to be able to potentially get a tag Autumn.
They're not shooting any further into hookah. They surely know that players a Wildcard inside there. No value out of the ultimate.
That's beautiful. That's beautiful.
These last two players will order this. They're far away from each other. Nice shot. 1-for-1 trade, however. Now Autumn has to go huge here. He can shot from both angles at once. Sprays through. Indeed. Shocked up. Puts him down to 60. He's managed to worm his way out. Signed with the classic jumps right out. Autumn, 34 HP. Has landed a headshot. Spots at the back of Infrequent. Quadra. Autumn single-handedly won this round. He was lurking over towards Bede. Opens up and he clutches. He delivered all the way.
That's disgusting.
The individual players for Order, man.
Disgusting.
Oh, gosh.
Oh, my goodness. Never in a million years do you expect Autumn to just pop off and win a round like that. He managed to get out of tube, just go backside, take off sign.
Perfect timing.
And he has classic out as well.
Yeah.
Like, basically 5 HP and just find the frag onto Noz, because Noz has to play the 50-50 there. He could be either left side or right side of the tube, he just doesn't gamble correctly. Or is that Infrequent?
Infrequent. But the operator's back in his hands, though. And that boom bot, he's committing to it. His teammate was there to back him up, thankfully. Molly to come through. And they grabbed it well for the dog there. Disco spots them both out. That's a lot of intel gathered. I like how these razors are just like playing off of each other, like against each other. Although Order, this A split looking to be really heavy. Nas in a surprise position here. Spots out one, trigger display non-existent, but still gets the kill regardless. 1-for-1 trade, but Maple's been tagged down so low. Wildcard, they're all rotating over. This 4-on-4 retake, still very much doable. As I say that, Awesome carrying through momentum, takes down Swirl. Infrequent holding the line, backs off.
I just realized.
Oh, yeah.
Operator for the retakes as well. One of them needs to be able to find another gun. Retake with 2 operators, it's just so much harder than it needs to be. 1 position towards showers, 2 in towards this U-hole. This is going to be very difficult. They need to find a rifle quickly.
Oh, it should be easy enough. As Disco, he's managed to reposition briefly. There you go, there's the rifle we talked about earlier. The recon now has spotted one. No, that was the Aldrin actually over towards U-hole. RDW, he's somewhat aware. Well, they know that Sky's in there, but they just don't know where the other 2 players are. Nice shot onto Maple. Texas all alone. The recon now spots him out. Texas 1-on-3. Let's see it happen again. Time though, running short. Texel, good for 1. Classic coming through, and the stick, not gonna happen. He gets off of it, but they secure the kill. It was halfway. Easy defuse.
There you go. Another 3k for RDW. 13 and 7 on this man. Are they gonna go for it? No. Okay.
No. Single operator.
Not needed. Yep. So, they lost the previous... Okay, before that round, they lost the previous round, and then they decided to buy double operator. So, that's a ballsy investment. And then now they only go into the next round with 1 operator. I guess they just wanted to try something. It didn't really work out. And then they just, alright, let's go back to what's working. 5-5.
Look, having the operator on Brimstone, that's already sacrilegious enough. Having 2 on Cypher and Brimstone?
Cypher as well. That's the one thing about this wildcard roster. The I guess Oppa, or Operator, is generally going to be... You want to see it on... Okay.
You want to see it on Swirl.
Going too wide. No, it's not that. It's just...
Sorry.
That's it. That's just their Oppa. So you generally want to put the AWP on someone who can play Duelist, and Infrequent he can play the Jet, but you're probably never just going to see him on the Jet, at least now, because they needed him to play Smoke, so it's just a really weird dynamic that they have.
Oh, he got picked up early on. That A main
too
hold just
wide.
didn't pay off. And plus, you know, no movement abilities. Spike to go down by order. 5-on-4. Wildcard has to retake.
Okay, flashes to come out. This U-Haul position is going to be so difficult to take back.
Aftershock.
Operator. Oh, this name to be
Paint
big.
shells, everything. Squirrel just pushes right in, though. Oh, awesome! I think he was fragile onto Squirrel as well. Easy kill. Wildcard, they're making this competitive, but Order, they still have firm grasp of everything. Maple chimes in. Sign is revealed. He can only do so much, but the flank by RDW, good for one. Has to be wary over towards U-Haul, though. The timing does pay off briefly. He gets caught out in the open with his hat off, and Order, they clean up.
Last round.
Alright, well, at least this half is more competitive than the first map halves. So that's always going to be something interesting.
5-6. This is as close as it gets.
Yeah. 6-6. That'd be nice to see as well. Quite literally as close as it could be. Like,
you know,
ending the half.
I was gonna say again, like we aren't seeing the Raids ultimates being nearly as scary as they were in the past.
No.
It's
Sometimes,
one for ones,
spammable,
but
I
also
guess.
teams they sort of play against it better nowadays.
Ooh. This is cheeky. Look at this.
Cheeky flash there. Oh, RW manages to push out. It was a very nice idea. Some intel, perhaps,
Noz.
but Noz, he can't escape it exactly. He needs to smoke to bail him out. How did he dodge
Wait,
that?
nade?
Doesn't matter. Awesome, just pushes right in, gets the swing, gets the kill.
Oh no. Takes him in the end. Here we go.
Oh, the jump up RW! He can't get the spray control down, and Order they take B-side completely. Orbital Strike to come up, and Order, that's just so easy. They walk right off.
Oh, swell.
Missed nade there.
Doesn't really change anything. 2v4. Drone's gonna be able to. Okay,
Spots him.
confirm. That should have spotted him.
They know these last two players are split up. That's such a nice angle. My god. Oh my god! Just keep firing bullets down range. Now infrequent. It's all down to him. Last round of the half. He has to do it. Order does not care.
Wow. Well, back and forth somewhat. Momentum 4 rounds each, and then Order's just like, alright, let's you're not winning any more rounds, or you're only gonna win one more round. It's gonna be a hefty investment. Where the round got scary as well. The ending of that round was very scary as well. So 7-5.
Yeah.
Viper. That's the X factor for, I'd say, Order. It's gonna be really hard. It's always just so difficult to attack into a Viper. Just you need to really make sure that you bait out all the. I guess it's the gas or the poison.
Fuel.
Not sure. Yeah, fuel. I don't actually know what's called. Funnily enough. Yeah, you need to bait that out. Otherwise, they're just gonna be able to permanently put their U up. This is an interesting wall. Have a look at the minimap. So this covers off showers, and it's also gonna be able to give them. It's just interesting.
Nebula's done that
right?
in the past. It will allow Tux to basically play in and out in between his walls. For RDW though, he may be a little bit too smart for that, perhaps.
I don't know. It's just an interesting wall. Oh. Frequent's going to be spotted. So they know the Cypher's towards showers, and the Brimstone's going to be towards A short. That's all the info Order has to work with currently.
Standing ahead.
Nice timing.
Yeah. I mean, he had to have heard the footsteps.
Probably.
Pretty loud. You're in
So
as well.
slow by RDW. They're just waiting for Order to make a mistake, I think, and push aggressively.
I just want to find a pick. See if Order decides to just throw bodies at them for some reason. This could be big.
Oh.
Okay. Shots routed off. It's not going to be enough though. Swell's already tagged down heavily. 22 HP on him. Nade's going to get deployed. RDW is trying to look for the lurkout here.
He's managed to work his way deep into showers, but did Tux spot his shoulder? Yeah, Tux is just too sharp. RDW's gone.
They have to exit A here. Here's the thing.
So many
this fight
footsteps.
is so oppressive.
Fault line to come through. Disco crossfire with Autumn. Sign pushes out aggressively. Doesn't get the kill. And one by one, they're just getting taken out. Tux on a triple. Down to Noz again. Team captain. Couldn't go quite far. And Order. That's the pistol round 1.
Jesus. That's problematic. So Order are currently 3-1 in pistols for this whole series. 8-5 to be the scoreline. They've got all the momentum in their favor. They're rocking over that momentum that was already established for them in the first half, and they're going to be taking it over into the second half. There you go. This is the order we know.
Wildcard, I think today's like a matchup, you know, between these two teams. It's relatively even power. Like, in terms of players-wise, you know. Texter, obviously, he played very well today. But, like, no one was going Super Saiyan. And Order, just cleaner strats. It missed Wildcard. RDW? Oh, no. It doesn't matter. Nice stick. Oh, nice shot by Artie. He shouldn't have come out on top. Single-handedly, he took control of Showers as Wildcard, they start to worm their way back. Although Order, already on the preemptive flank there. Wildcard, they have to go fast.
So here we go, Autumn. Position to do quite a bit here. Disco is currently playing in a bit of a one and done. Going to be able to get taken out by Util. Autumn with one though. The spike is going to get planted though. It's going to be big flank to come out from Order as well. Pay attention to these two players. Tex is going to be able to line up quite a few. Oh my goodness, that was like a 180.
Swirl getting yet another. He's single-handedly popping off, getting these shots. They're so close to the reload. May have just lost him that kill. Maple, 1-on-1 versus RDW. RDW's done so much, and Maple, yes, the latest pickup confirms the final kill. But all things considered, Crash, this was a really good eco by Wildcard.
I want to... Did Swole 180? Like,
he did.
A full 180 on that first
He
kill?
did.
Oh my god.
High sense things with him, baby.
So disgusting. That's the thing. You just need Swole doing more of that, and you're going to win. Just so many rounds.
Okay.
Such a sharp player. He's so explosive.
Now it's just to sort of, you know, theory craft a little bit. Do you think it's maybe because Wildcard, they're keeping a rein on Swirl, not letting him go for those clip highlight plays?
I don't know. I couldn't tell you really. I just think maybe you need to find the balance. That's all it is.
Indeed.
Find the balance and you're going to be unstoppable here. But
Order, they won the first 2 rounds. Buy round now for Wildcard. They have to win this.
Alright, so this camera's basically confirmed that the Shower's control is completely open. Okay, perfect. Free orb here.
Yeah. I also think that RDW, he's managed to adapt. Because he knows that Tux doesn't really like to play aggressive inside Showers. At least from the first 2 rounds.
Yeah, giving it up for the time being. That's really, yeah, that's just beautiful, really. This charge could potentially get a frag on a Swirl here. Swirl needs to be very careful peeking this lane. He knows that there is a possibility of the judge and Hook. They don't have a way to clear it properly. Sign is going to probably have to deploy his util later, potentially the drone to confirm. There's going to be a player in there, and it is Autumn. This whole line is extremely tense. Autumn can go huge if he's not accounted for.
Wildcard, they're walking away. Okay, Maple is jumping out over towards Long. It doesn't see anything. 3 players on A, and there's fuel left, plus Astra Stars. Texter, the timing has to work out fantastically. Okay, Tux, he pops his fuel. And Texter, he's point blank next to neighbors! Spots out 1, not 2 though. And now the util stack is coming through. Texter gets the initial frag, has to go huge here. Disco's in to join him. Disco comes out on top, king of U-Haul. 1 by 1, Wildcard, they're getting worked apart. RDW by himself again, has to go for a save. Already early flanked by Maple. And RDW, what are you doing? Had util out! Maple again! Using util,
Tragic.
wins the engagement.
Not what you want to see.
No.
They're just, okay, here's what I've learned when you play against the Viper. You need to bait out their mollies especially. The mollies are the most powerful ability.
6
Or,
seconds,
I guess,
fragile.
Yeah, just 6 seconds fragile. You can't push. Because generally an agent's going to have like 1 molly. Killjoy has 2, but you have to pre-place them. So,
Yes.
and if you do want to throw them, you have to throw them or use them like more reactively. You have to throw them and then detonate them. So there's a bit more counterplay there. Viper mollies have absolutely no counterplay. The only counterplay is baiting them out early, and that's not something Wildcard's doing. They need to do that. Otherwise, this A site, they're never going to be able to get the spike down on it. They're never going to be able to just get their boots on the ground. Get the spike
Another
down,
eco again.
hold it. It's not going to happen.
The Viper favors Wildcard. It helps them out. RDW,
Playing into it.
he's become like more used to it now, indeed.
They're playing into it. I mean, it's quite literally 3 ult orbs for infrequent. Look at this. 2 away.
Yeah. 2 away, but they're down by 5 rounds, so...
Yeah.
Nice, I guess. Maple, okay, he's starting to go aggro now. Sova v Sova, let's see them duke it out. Or not.
It's not gonna happen.
Autumn back on the same old angle. I don't think they know that he is, a judge! Nice shot by RDW. Takes down Tux. That's Viper util gone. Nothing to worry about.
Wait, are they gonna teleport?
Probably, I guess. I mean, Maple, he's just gonna try to hold the angle down. Go for 1.
Happen.
Sprang! Bam!
Oh my
Texter
God.
joins in, and they shut down the push completely. There's the spike. All that work over towards A for nothing.
But the whole idea of that play was just force the rotation and take the teleport, but it's not meant to be. Maple just
How
completely
do you
popped off
cross
alongside
the
Texas.
angle? Like,
30
I,
seconds left.
I don't know. I don't actually know what the thought process was there. I wish I could tell you. I have absolutely no idea.
I guess maybe the things were in motion or too fast already. Nice timing, I suppose. Infrequent sharp shot. Texter, not to be counted out or outdone, pulls out his own small pistol. RDW, again, by himself. Last player standing. Save a rifle, probably. Or do damage? I mean... Oh, that's a sharp shot. The Texter. Oh my god, RDW triple! He needs a last kill, and look at Autumn. He has no incentive to push. He doesn't want to push. But RDW, he has to die as well. Okay, he finally does go down.
Jesus.
So more of that, wherever that came from, please.
That's terrifying. Imagine being on the receiving end of that.
Order, they were hungry for that kill. You saw the
it's
three of
so
them just
tense.
swarming him.
Yeah, they're just sending bodies, and the second that two of them just go down, Autumn is just like, no, alright, I'm getting out of here. Just gonna play back, not swinging you.
Seems like whatever Swarm can do, RDW can do as well. Birthday Boy really carrying his team today.
Oh my
Battle
goodness.
Cypher, 19-13.
Come into the
I believed for a second there, and then I saw Autumn's position, and I'm like, alright, it's not.
Yeah, the timing as well. Tux, okay, Viper Spit finally being used on the defense, and Autumn, Ray's operator now. Order are on 11
Hey,
points.
Audie. Okay, that's
Nice adaptation.
beautiful.
Nice adaptation.
Watch him hit this. Okay, never mind.
Come on, dude. Oh, he's
I
still
was
in
gonna
the
say,
angle.
if he's hitting shots like that currently, he surely gets...
Oh,
Oh,
the
no
wall
bang.
bang.
Beautiful. Alright, Texas confirms that they are trying to come back towards this B location.
Awesome,
Audie.
come on, man!
That's not it. He's trying to force himself into the round. This is the issue that we had on Haven. They were trying to force themselves into rounds. I don't want to say unorthodox ways. They were just taking unnecessary trades, I guess, or just unnecessary fights.
You see,
It's one of them there.
the difference on map 1 was when Order, they went on the attack, despite being down 10-2. Order, they were still very composed and patient.
Yeah.
Wildcard, I think they're being a little bit too hasty here. There's still 1 minute left on the timer.
Gonna be coming out to A in the end. There's no real way that they can go
In
back.
frequency, he's already poisoned on such a high angle as well to the shoots. It's the Viper Spit's punishing as well. I mean, sure, it's one angle, but what do you do, man?
Well, you go through showers. Have a
And
look at
freaking
this.
by himself. Over towards A.
30
Yeah.
seconds left.
He wants to hold onto the orbital strike. They're gonna... Oh, is that the showstopper? That is the show. Okay. Might just look the showstopper of hit.
Okay,
Autumn can't do
infrequent.
anything here.
Autumn's going for it, I think. Maple, nice. Hunter's Fury.
That's disgusting.
Easy double, and this has been shut down completely. All down to last player, infrequent. I think it's done. Match point, 12-5. As sad as it sounds, okay, as sad as it sounds.
It's just tragic, really.
Too clean. It's way too clean.
How are they doing it? They're just getting away with all these rounds.
I wouldn't really say they're getting away with it, but some of these players, they are showing up indeed, for one. But at the same time, I think Wildcard, I can't say they're throwing the rounds, but at the same time, it's a bit sloppy, I feel. It wasn't as clean as the initial few.
Yeah. They had me hopeful in the first half. Oh, that's
The
a
mind
really
games
nice bait.
now, RDW,
Yeah.
he's gotten used to it, and now they pick it up and they drop it. Double stack. It's match point already. You've lost your Cypher. Your flanks are open.
What you want to see here? Man deficit. They pulls on this line. He will get spotted there and force. Oh, the drone goes. Okay, he's forced off the line. Shock that will come out. They'll apply some pressure there. That attack does come down. There you
You
go.
know, you did say it when Wildcard against match point back against the
Oh, here
corner.
we go.
It did go huge. Swirl spots out.
Oh,
It's over, but wasn't able to get the kill. Nice flick though. Awesome strikes right back. Now his own showstopper's out. That's easy. Miles is gone. One by one. Wildcard, they are falling. Goodness, not like this. The lineup as well. All down to the infrequent. And the crossbar from Order was far too strong. Clean 2-0. 13-5 map 2.
Wow, that's just tragic way to go out. I mean,
It is.
good thing for Wildcard. They secure the second seed alongside Order securing the first seed going into the close calls, which will be next week. Next Thursday, I believe they do start. So, I guess there wasn't as many stakes involved with this one. But at the end of the day, look, it was a good series.
Yes.
Haven, I mean, look, I feel like we should be at a third map. Honestly, like realistically, we should be at a third map. But
Look, map 1 was such a
just
good
didn't happen.
performance from Wildcard. But then that monstrous comeback from Order, I think that just changed the entire game.
yeah, it's just it's a mental game. I mean, I say this time and time again. Half the battle is in your head, as mental as a team, and half the other half is in the server. And unfortunately today, Wildcard just weren't able to really compete at the same level of order. There you go. I mean, that just order. They're just showing their dominance time and time
They
again.
just played better as a team
expected.
completely. That's all I can
Yep.
say.
It's just you expect nothing less, really.
No. Goodness.
Oh my goodness.
Oh,
Yep.
what else is there to really talk about? They were
can't
just better.
not much.
Wildcard, they fell apart to an extent towards the end. That's what I can say. And it was getting hard to watch. Order, they won the 1v1s. Especially RDW. I felt so bad for the guy. He kept trying to go for Shadows Control by himself. It worked out initially early on, but then Order, they adapted better.
Yeah.
And that was it.
And they just condition them later.
Yeah. The mental conditioning, you know, I think I mentioned it earlier, and towards the end, Tux, he finally pulled it out. Like, you know, changing things up a little bit. The operator, the double swing with the disco. Okay, cool. Now, the game's over, and in similar fashion, I always do this, a player interview. Today, it will be Autumn. No, it'll be Order Maple to come through.
Yeah.
Let's get into it, cool. See what he has to say.
Beautiful.
Maple, Alvin, welcome back, man. Another day, another win. How do you feel about this clean 2-0?
We feel pretty good because that was our first game against Wildcard with this new roster. Interested to see how it went.
And, you know, this is a little bit like BM early on, but would you say there was a sober difference today?
No comment.
No comment, fair enough.
Simon is my mate. Yeah.
Of course. They'll take. I love you too. Don't worry. But yeah, man, I think you really put yourself in those nice positions there to clutch out quite a few rounds for Order, especially on binds. But tell me one thing I want to know. Map 1, you guys were down bad first half. What brought it back?
Just composure. Like, no one really tilts on the team, and like we've got a really good IGL texter. Just knows what he's doing. It makes it a lot easier.
Yeah.
Especially when T-side more as a stack. We work really well as a stack. And yeah.
Perfect. Crash?
Look, I think I don't really have much to say. I think the first map really speaks for itself. The whole series, the fact that you just can keep composure, use that momentum going into the second map. I mean, it looked close at the start. You guys just rolled away with it completely towards the end. You guys feeling confident going into the close calls? I assume. I assume you guys your expectations is going to be just completely winning the whole tournament, correct?
Yeah, I mean, we put in the work. We try to do our best, and yeah, we do aim for that #1 spot. And, yeah.
As always. Just typical Order fashion. All right, Maple, how do you feel settling into this nice team with very experienced players?
Yeah, like I said before, we work pretty well together. I think I'm on the same page as most of them.
Same like wavelength, you guys vibe.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's been a new, like, joining in, it was like a new style.
Yeah.
Like, because I played under like other IGLs, but Texas is like really different.
Much more calm, composed, or what?
Yeah. It's just his level, like his style of calling. It's a bit different, but
Okay.
I seem to be fitting in pretty well.
Right.
With limited time, and we'll just be putting in more work. And
yeah. Because you used to play Jet, and obviously you had a lot of fun on Jet. So what prompted you to really play Sova?
Well, mostly because they needed one, but I also do think Sova has high impact. And as someone that like likes to like play ranked a lot, yeah, I practice all these other agents, and it's not a problem.
Perfect.
Hopefully.
Wow, a man of many talents. All right, Maple, any last words from you to the audience, to the fans?
Yeah, shout out to you guys for casting. Shout out to Order and Order Up.
Clean. Perfect. Thank you, man. Enjoy.
Alright, thank you. See you guys.
Crash, you heard him. A very well-spoken man. Very polite there. And it's good to hear that he's doing well on Order.
Honestly, kind of like a match made in heaven, just completely slotting in. I'd say, yeah, somewhat big shoes to fill and signed. Arguably the best server in the region. He's coming into his own. He's playing well. I guess not to badmouth, but Maple was always one of those players that was explosive, but he had his moments of brilliance and those moments where just kind of you could just scratch your head a little bit. Yeah, you scratch your head and just like, I have no idea what this person's doing. But look, if he's in the right environment, I imagine that he gets the correct support. Yeah, good support network, good teamwork. I mean, he's a player with a very high skill ceiling, and I'm happy to see him start flourishing in the region, considering he's been on I mean, I think he was on Bliss, Urgy Bliss.
A long time ago, perhaps.
Long time ago.
And
like,
then
that's where he's coming from, basically, is what I'm trying to say. Like, he's come from the tier 2 scene, he's worked his way up, and he's just playing in a really good roster, so...
Learning a lot as well, you know? Arguably still the best team in the region. Just pure dominance. So yeah, well, Crash, any last words from you? Because I think that basically is our 2 games for the night done.
Yeah, that's it. Short one. I wanted it to go 3 maps, but look,
Yes.
we're not here, unfortunately. It was a good series. Just good to see Wildcard trying to change it up, test things out. Close calls will be next week, as I said before. Next week, starting Thursday.
Indeed.
I think it's going to be on Valorant Twitch channel again. I believe. I'm actually not too sure. I'd like to assume that's the case. That was always fun.
Yeah.
That was always fun. But yeah, I'm curious to see if Wildcard changes anything going into the close calls. I do believe last time we interviewed Mayfield from Order, they said they just want to stick to what's working, and that makes sense. But Wildcard we haven't really spoken to, so I'm curious to see if they just stick to these comps, or they're like, okay, we tried this against Order. Is it just because we couldn't use it against Order, or just Order's a better team, or is it maybe the comp not working? They'll be able to figure that out. So yeah, I'm curious.
Indeed, and perhaps as well, since this was open qualifiers, they just use this as a testing ground to see what works, what doesn't work, and because if anything, the lineup from tonight, I wouldn't say it's a bit outdated, but it's not something I quite expected to see. Especially no Viper as well at all.
It's different. I guess you can just kind of use the excuse of testing things out. I'm not too sure what's going on in the Wildcard camp, but look, that really, I mean, that shot, RDW, especially on that last map, just somewhat keeping it competitive, especially with his aim.
Yeah.
There's share of headshots, definitely nothing to joke about. But yeah, look, I think we're done here for tonight.
Indeed. And ladies and gentlemen, that's it. Done and dusted. Order versus Wildcard Gaming. Open Qualifiers 1. Grand Finals. Valorant Oceania Tour Stage 3. Done and dusted. Order clean 2-0. The sweep. The red carpet. I'll say it again. I'm Digitalcasts, and of course, thank you at Crash OBS for joining me. Everyone, that's the premier observer in Valorant for OCE. He can cast, he's very knowledgeable, but he's mainly the best observer we have in the region. I'm Digitalcasts, William Zhang, you know who I am. You can follow me on Twitter, on that handle, maybe on Twitch as well, in which I do more games, I cast them, and that's pretty much all I do. So everyone, thank you for watching once again. 1 minute ad break after the show ends, and then we'll go for a raid. Cheers.
Lovely.